Hi, this is Manish Mehta here with Star Ledger Jets beat reporter Dave Hutchinson at the Jets Atlantic Health Training Facility in Florham Park, previewing Week 6, the 2-2 Jets against the winless 0-5 Cincinnati Bengals, 1 o'clock on CBS. Hutch, the Jets got to be feeling pretty good coming off the bye week and that 56-point explosion against the Arizona Cardinals. Now, big picture here in the AFC East, what's becoming an increasingly competitive division. The Patriots don't seem to be going anywhere. The Miami Dolphins seem like they have new life with Chad Pennington at quarterback, and of course up top, the Buffalo Bills at 4-1. The Jets entering a soft part of their schedule, facing 3 consecutive teams with a combined 2-12 record. If they're going to make a move in this division, now would seem to be the right time, right?
Oh, definitely. I mean, and it starts this week with the Bengals, but we can't overlook the Bengals. They may be 0-5, and I know the old adage is always, well, that's the best 0-5 team we've ever played, but these guys have a lot of weapons. I mean, you got Ocho Cinco or Chad Johnson. I'm not sure what he's going by these days. You got T.J. Houshmandzadeh. You got Carson Palmer. This guy is a top 5 quarterback. I mean, so, the Jets really have their hands full with this offense right here. And as you said, with the AFC East, it is absolutely wide open. And, I'm not counting out the Patriots, but now is the time for the Jets to make their move if they're going to make one.
And you touched on some of the weapons with Palmer, Houshmandzadeh, and Chad Johnson, who's been more Ocho Stinko than Ocho Cinco.
Very good. Can I use that?
Absolutely. Averaging just 3 catches and 30 yards a game thus far. But there's a lot of dangerous weapons, a lot of threats out there. This Jets secondary was exposed in the second half by Kurt Warner and the Arizona Cardinals to the tune of almost 375 yards in the second half alone. How did they slow down this potentially potent passing offense that Cincinnati has?
Well, I tell you that the problem with the Bengals right now is their offensive line. They've given up 17 sacks in the first 5 games here. Palmer has been sacked 14 times. That coupled with Ocho Stinko. What happened with him, he had a knee surgery in June, which slowed him down. And then during the preseason, he had a shoulder injury. So he's very, very much still out of sync with Carson Palmer. But to answer your question, the key to slowing these guys down and the key to slowing any passing team down is to get a pass rush, and that has been a trouble spot for the Bengals.
Absolutely. The Jets 13 sacks in the first 4 games after having only 29 all of last season, so they're on the right track there. The Bengal run offense hasn't been anything to write home to mom about. Chris Perry, 5 fumbles in 5 games. The Jets' best part of their defense is that rush defense, with Chris Jenkins in the middle, allowing only 75.5 yards on the ground, 5th best in the league. Do they have anything to worry about, the Jets, when it comes to this Bengals run game?
Well, I tell you, and you can't say enough about Chris Jenkins and the difference he's made in the middle of this defense. But, last year the Bengals absolutely gashed the Jets. Kenny Watson, who they just re-signed coincidentally, he gashed him for 130 yards and 3 touchdowns. So, I think although they're struggling, here again, you can't look past them, because if they get this passing game going, and that'll open up the running game. So the Jets still have to stay on your toes here.
On the other side of the ball, everybody knows about Brett Favre's franchise record-tying 6 touchdown performance against the Cardinals, hooking up with Lavernius Coles 3 times, a career high 3 touchdowns for him. The Favre and the wide receivers seem to be getting in sync with each game. But the bigger question on offense for the Jets this week, Thomas Jones had a 100-yard game in the season opener, has been invisible in the next 3 games, 81 yards in the last 2 games combined. The Bengals are averaging 175 yards given up on the ground. Let me do my best Joe Biden here. Let me say that again, 171 yards on the ground. This seems to be a perfect time for Thomas Jones, Leon Washington and company to get healthy on the ground.
Exactly, and this offensive line, they are as advertised. I mean, Alan Faneca and Damian Woody, these guys are quality players, and I think this is a golden opportunity for the Jets to get this running game going.
Eric Mangini talks about being brutally honest during the bye week, evaluating his players and coaches, dissecting his team. Hutch, let's be brutally honest, looking forward at this game. How do you see it unfolding? What's your prediction for Sunday?
Well, I tell you, I don't think it's going to be easy with the Bengals here, because these guys can score some points, but I still think that the Jets will prevail here. My prediction is 27-17. Brett Favre is hot right now, and I think the Jets are finally going to get this running game going.
Well, I think like Favre and his wide receivers, you and I are definitely on the same page. I think the Jets win 27-17. They move the ball through the air, especially on the ground. I think Thomas Jones goes for over 100 yards. The Jets improve to 3-2 after 5 games, and the Bengals will remain winless. Thanks for Star Ledger Jets beat reporter Dave Hutchinson. I'm Manish Mehta. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the game.